Hello, I'm JacobGames and welcome to rFactor 2, and we are doing Simtek GT3 at the Zolder circuit in Belgium. And it's my first time doing video in a long time for this channel, and it's the first time driving a GT3 car in months. So let's get to the race. We're here starting in P6, green flag in the air. We're going to sort of keep it careful down towards turn 1, don't want to damage the car too early, well at all, and we don't want to have any incidents. We want to finish this race and hopefully score a good victory, podium, whatever. But we're losing positions here because we're being pretty careful, being squeezed into the apex, being squeezed by Seb Morris in the Bentley. Almost contact there between the left hand side of my car and the right hand side of his, but he outbrakes us, but he doesn't overtake us. We have the inside and are able to keep it there. The two cars in front, the Lamborghini and the BMW, side by side coming towards the chicane. We should be able to capitalise at this because the Lamborghini's gone quite narrow. BMW cuts the chicane, and we have a dive bomb from a Bentley there, and the Porsche goes through, and the AMG goes through, and there's a Ferrari looking as well. Keeping it slow through here, cold tyres, it's 3 wide up ahead, it's 3 wide in the mirrors, that's a kamikaze Lamborghini in the rearview mirror there, there's contact behind us, but we are keeping it safe. No damage, and little tyre wear, little overheat, and we're getting sideways there, but we're quick out of the corner. And down towards our sector 2, towards the end of the lap now, into this 90-degree left-hander, right-hander even, and we're 3 wide. Definitely at one point, we're still side by side with the MG, and we take that position up to P7, but we've still dropped one from where we were at the start. Got 2 cars ahead side by side, the MG's on our inside there, he's somewhere, can't see him though. And he's got a bit of a advantage, but we have the straight line speed, and there's a kamikaze Lamborghini there. We've had to run wide. Luckily the AMG wasn't there, and the Lamborghini somehow managed to get it stopped and lost a second. I don't know how he's done that, but he should have overtaken us there and hasn't. We're getting really sideways, cold inside tyres, and the Bentley in front runs wide. That could mean that we gain time, and it does. We set pretty decent first sector, not the fastest though. We need to sort of get into the rhythm, get those right hand side tyres warmed up. They're absolutely stone cold. The insides of those are pretty warm, but the outside of the right hand side tyres are cold, and there the Bentley goes defensive. We're trying to go around the outside. We're going to try and get the better exit out of the chicane section, and we don't, and we just fall into the MG behind. Very sideways there, trying to just keep it on the road, but it's trying to break away. And now we're going to try and get the better exit, but once again sideways, loss of traction, and somehow we're still faster out. I think this is where we're gaining time, just with the traction out of the corner in the later traction zones. And now we're going to try and get the cut back. It doesn't work, we just don't have the speed. The corner's not quite open, so it doesn't really allow for a cut back. We're going to try and go around the outside because the Bentley goes defensive on the inside down towards turn 1. Try and run it around the outside. We're able to, we're sideways, just about keep it on the out of the gravel, and we just about keep it around, but we've really overheated that left front, struggling to get it to turn in there. And that's sort of going to be the big thing, is overheating that left front, I think, from what I've done in practice. Yep. And now we skip forwards. Later that lap, we've set an absolutely blistering little sector, and the Porsche and the Lamborghini up ahead are having a battle, and this is going to allow us to close in to them, and that will allow us to gain more positions and try and make our way to first position. And that's the fastest of the race, and a brilliant third sector for me there. We've still not managed to master that first sector, we're just making up for it everywhere else. And somehow, we're just really quick. And the Porsche gets pushed wide by the Lamborghini, that's going to allow us to go through now. And that means we're up to P5. Easy overtake there. Porsche couldn't put up any fight. It actually runs wide at this corner, and so did the Lamborghini ahead, and Porsche is off into the gravel. Better first sector for me there. Almost got the fastest first sector. Lamborghini goes defensive. We brake early to get back to the racing line. Try and get a better exit. Doesn't work. So we're going to try get the slipstream. Just try and get some faster, more momentum even, and try and get the inside into the chicane. Can't do that. Not close enough. So we're going to have to go and try it at the start of sector 3, and the BMW ahead goes wide. We're overheating that left front, struggling to get it turned in. And now it seems to be an easy four-way fight, five-way fight maybe even, for P2. Lamborghini goes defensive, we're looking at the inside. We're not going to be able to do that, we're going to pull to the outside, try and go around the outside, but he outbrakes us by a long way, but we're just able to squeeze our way up to the inside, excuse me, coming through. That was a bit aggressive, but we had to make the move when we could make the move, and I saw one and took it. So now it's on to try and get P3, and we're very sideways out of turn 1 there. That's really annoying how we're getting this sideways, fighting the car pretty much every corner. Shows how hard we're pushing. And we're still pushing, and once again this right-hander is proving to be difficult. Understeer on the entrance and oversteer on the exit. More oversteer, try and get the power down as soon as possible. That's more loss of mechanical grip. Oversteer, then traction oversteer, and just trying to keep it around the outside, but the BMW outbrakes us, but we've got the inside, and that should be an easy move. Yeah, BMW just couldn't get any speed out of that corner. We're going to put it up to mix out 8 out of 12 to try and get as much power as we can, try and catch up the 2 seconds to the car in front and the 5 seconds to the race leader. Understeer, overheating that left front, 88% is really not healthy. Most of the tires are looking good into the chicane, and he runs wide. That's going to allow us to go up the inside, but he blocks us. Bentley blocks us, and now we're side by side. Almost, there's contact. I tried to go to the outside, just do what I did to the other Bentley, just go around the outside into turn 1, and there's more contact entering the braking zone, but we get that move as the Bentley just runs really wide, just couldn't keep the line through there, and we've got 10 minutes left in this race, and that's 10 minutes to gain 4 seconds, and it could be possible, but one mistake and we're right back where we started. And judging by this car, it's going to be, and how it's handling it, it's going to be really easy to make that mistake. Dropping the mix down, no need to really push too hard. I'm happy with P2, sideways entering the chicane once again. I'm happy to keep P2 really, but I'd like to get the win, and I don't really want to risk too much. Just oversteer everywhere, just counter steering at every possible moment. And now 9 minutes later, we're right behind P1. He's on wide. This is going to allow us to get high speed into the chicane and possibly make a dive bomb. Oh, and I've panic braked. I've panic braked, and Bentley goes for a dive bomb. Bentley goes up the inside. There's nothing I can do there. He was there. He dive bombed me, and that means I've lost P2. And with 1 minute 24 seconds remaining, that means that it's going to be one more lap, and I've got one more lap to gain a second. And I don't think this is going to be possible. It would have been possible, and the Bentley defends very slow through there. We're going to lose a second just from this. He's really slow. We actually hit him up the rear and counter steer to save the day. And I'm going to put it up to mix 12 now, I think. Into the 90-degree right-hander. I should be able to get him now into the chicane, front chicane, with this extra power from mix 12. This is like ultra qualifying mode. He goes a bit defensive, and that causes me to brake a little bit early, being quite not aggressive on the brakes. We're going to try and make the overtake, but he once again defends on the exit. We've lost 2 seconds now to P1. This is going to be impossible, but we're going to be side by side down towards turn 1 and should make the move. We do. That's P2. But can we get P1? That's the question. We've got to nail everything. Absolutely everything. And I don't think it's going to be possible. We run really wide sideways. Look at our tyre wear. 68% on the front left. 76 and 79 on the rear. Understeering through there. Overheating the front left. We're not going to be able to catch this up. We have to brake as late as possible for these chicanes, and we're going to try it. We get lots of oversteer there, and we're going to have to cut the chicane. We did gain time there, but it's still not going to be enough. We're not going to lose a position, we're not going to gain a position from it. We're locking up a lot, really killing that front left as much as we can by accident. But I prefer to lock up than to get the rear sliding, and I seem to be having both. So the plan is to lock up to not get the rears to lock up and have less weight on the rear, and therefore slide. Keep the weight on the rear. Keep it stable. We're not going to be able to win this race. And it's going to go down to the Mercedes ahead of us. We're going to get P2. Decent race. Not as good as I'd hoped. I'd finally finished an offline race for the first time in a year or so. So yeah, that was a pretty good race. I enjoyed that. Hopefully I can do some more. I sort of don't really know what to do though. So I just sort of went GT3. Somebody said Zolder. I went Zolder. Might do Road Atlanta. That was another suggestion given to me. We're going to put it in mix 1, which is safety car mode, and just watch the chaos I can see ensue there. Yep. There's a bit of a bump between the BMW and the AMG there. This is full throttle in safety car map. So little power. And the Bentley's going for a dive bomb. He's having to do it again. Bentley goes for a dive bomb. It's like we're racing on the cooldown lap. And the Lamborghini is going to get out of the way because he's just going to plow into the back of us otherwise. Porsche runs wide. Oh, there's a dive bombing Bentley again. Porsche runs very wide. Now we're overtaking the Porsche. We're going to go 3 wide on the cooldown lap. Yeah, we're just sort of making our way back to the business. It's a bit funny, and there's contact between the Porsche and the AMG. What are you doing? You're cleaner in the actual race than you were on the cooldown lap. You're weaving all over that track. You know, like some people are still continuing on. Yeah, and the Mercedes just try to continue on, but the Bentley's there. Mercedes gets pushed onto the grass, and Mercedes then gets spun by the Porsche. This is mental, and this is the cooldown lap. But yeah, I hope to do some more races like this. Put my channel around this. This was fun. Good race. Just showing off some mods. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.